The Victoria Cross, or VC, is the highest award for valor in the face of the enemy in the entire Commonwealth. Created in 1856 by Queen Victoria, it has stood for courage beyond fear and sacrifice above self. But here's the striking fact. Canada has not awarded a single Victoria Cross since the Second World War. Hi, and welcome to Real Canadian Heroes. My name is Mario Gaudette, former Army reservist, and I was raised my entire childhood on military bases. Today, we'll explore the Victoria Cross's criteria, Canada's long history with the medal, and how other Commonwealth countries have sometimes revisited and upgraded awards to reflect the realities of modern combat, and whether Canada should start doing the same. Canada's connection to the Victoria Cross goes back to 1866 when Lieutenant Alexander Dunn became the first Canadian VC recipient, recognized for heroism at the charge of the Light Brigade during the Crimean War. From the Indian Mutiny in the 1850s through the Northwest Rebellion of 1885, the South African War, or Boer War, and 2 World Wars, Canadians have distinguished themselves time and time again on battlefields worldwide. In total, 99 Canadians have been awarded the Victoria Cross. During the First World War, Canadians received 73 VCs, more than they had earned in any other conflict, with iconic figures like Billy Bishop and William Barker now remembered as legends. During the Second World War, 16 Canadians received the VC. The last one was Lieutenant Robert Hampton Gray. He was a naval aviator, killed in 1945 while leading an attack on a Japanese warship. After World War II, no Canadian has received the Victoria Cross, despite our involvement in conflicts in Korea, the Balkans, and Afghanistan. In 1993, Canada created its own version of the Victoria Cross. Written in English, French, and Latin to reflect our own unique identity, this was done to have a distinctly Canadian honor that recognized the highest acts of valor by Canadian Armed Forces members. Yet, to this day, not a single Canadian VC has been awarded since its inception. This is in contrast to other Commonwealth countries like Australia and New Zealand, who have awarded their own versions of the VC in recent years. The criteria under which the VC is awarded is as follows. Most conspicuous bravery, or some daring, preeminent act of valor, self-sacrifice, or extreme devotion to duty in the presence of the enemy. The criteria for the Canadian VC are essentially the same as the original VC, focusing on the highest level of bravery in the presence of the enemy. However, the Canadian version expanded the definition of the enemy to include not just opposing forces, but also armed mutineers, rebels, rioters, and pirates, reflecting the evolving nature of modern conflicts. The act must be witnessed, thoroughly investigated, and deemed to go beyond the natural call of duty. This bar is set intentionally high, but some may argue that it has become so high that Canadians in modern wars have been under-recognized, even when their deeds mirror those that won the VC in earlier generations. Since 1945, Canadians have fought with distinction in Korea, peacekeeping missions, and Afghanistan. Bravery has been recognized through Canada's newer awards, like the Star of Military Valor and the Medal of Military Valor. But in some cases, such as Sergeant Patrick Tower in Afghanistan or that of Jess La Rochelle, have started a debate. Do these actions meet the VC criteria? And if so, why the hell hasn't one been awarded? Other Commonwealth nations have sometimes revisited awards to ensure proper recognition. In the Second Boer War, for example, 6 soldiers were retrospectively awarded the VC after careful review. During the World Wars, the United Kingdom often reconsidered cases, awarding the VC posthumously when new evidence had emerged. In Australia, recent reviews have led to cases like Private Richard Norden in 2024. His Distinguished Conduct Medal was upgraded to the Victoria Cross decades after his actions in Vietnam. These examples show that retroactively upgrading awards to the VC is possible, even done posthumously. Furthermore, they go to show that it does not cheapen the VC. If anything, they affirm that justice can be done, even belatedly. Given these precedents, there's a strong case for Canada to review its honour system. Modern conflicts differ from trench warfare of World War I, but the bravery is no less real. Recognition gaps exist where actions merited a VC under the historical standards, but they only received lower awards. Veterans and families do deserve the justice. Retroactive reviews could ensure that nobody's sacrifice is overlooked. Far from cheapening the Victoria Cross, this would absolutely restore faith in the integrity of Canada's honour system. The Victoria Cross has always symbolized courage above all. For Canada, it tells a story of nearly 100 heroes, from Alexander Dunn to Robert Gray. Yet for the past 80 years, no Canadian has been awarded one, despite brave actions in Korea, Afghanistan, and beyond. Other Commonwealth nations have shown that it is possible, and no less right, to revisit the past decisions. Perhaps it's time for Canada to do the same. Recognizing extraordinary bravery retroactively does not weaken the VC. If anything, it strengthens it. It ensures that Canada's heroes and their families receive the recognition and justice that they deserve. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one, eh?